Morning, Billy in the Philippines here. It's Thursday, around 6 a.m. I'm standing on top of my roof, where the roof is kind of finished. As you can see here, get a brief tour of the roof. The neighbors, several neighbors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses going up over there. 2 more over here. Those shacks you see are what they used to sleep in while working. That's not actually the house. And across the way, that's FIBA Engineering. I'll zoom in on it. They just recently, within the last couple of months, put that second story on. Very nice. And over here, they're building another small building. Don't know what that's going to be. One of these days I'll ask them. Come back out down here. All right, now ours. Now, as you can see, the 2 different shades of concrete there. This is, the roof goes to here. This is the overhang on the side of the house. There's also an overhang on the front, and overhang where that orange pipe is on that side. Help keep the rain from coming in the windows. The back here has no overhang because this is where our property ends, and the next person behind us they'll end up building right up against the back wall here. So there's no windows on this back wall in the house. There's a window on this side for that 1 bedroom, and then a window on the other side for that bedroom. Then there's, on that corner, there's a window to Lucy's and mine's room. And in our bedroom, we have another window there. Then in the living room, there's another window and another window on the side. Then there's the door, then there's a door, and then there's another window in the kitchen. So we'll take a tour up here. This wall, we had to go this here because I'll show that better in a minute. But this wall has some of the electrical wiring coming up, and the electrician said before he can wire up here, that needs to be secured. So we put in this wall yesterday, and part of this wall and that wall, but the space was limited on the stairs. I'll explain in a second. But where the concrete changes the overhang to the roof, there's going to be a wall going down and around. And it's going to be 3 block high, which I'll show you here. If you look, it comes up to about mid-thigh on me. I'm 5'8". That's all we need, is just a wall so people don't fall off. And on the overhang, we plan on, just putting plants around most of the 3 sides. Over here, this post had to be put in because the electrical has to be moved from the post we originally put in because it was in the way of the stairway. So this is what the electrician needs to do. He needs to reconnect that stuff over. We got electric, but he needs to do some wiring. And this here had to be put on so when you're coming up the stairs, you don't fall off. You got to come around this corner and around this post. I know the lighting's not that good, but there are the stairs. All the rebar and that is laid out. Now it's just pouring the concrete. And then our stairs will be finished. Right now, you can walk up the rebar, a little tight squeeze, up to here. And there's also, at the back right there, there's a ladder they made and fastened up there so you can go up and down from the back wall. But that pretty much is it. And for anyone who's familiar with Lapu-Lapu and Mactan Island and where we are, that water tower is Vistamar. That building over there is the CIA. It's funny. It's the Cebu International Academy. It's a school. Not the creepy CIA in America. But that's the view there and there. Now you're coming over, you can barely see because of some of the cloud cover, but you can see the outline of the mountains. That's Cebu Island way over there. And at this, from this point of view, from like right around that tree, the airport's right over there, and you can see, and my fingers crossed, I have to go out of focus, but the planes take off, and you can see the planes taking off and flying. And sometimes you'll see one come land this way, but mostly they land coming, going left to right in the picture, and take off going the left to right out. This is, there's a gentleman out walking. A makeshift basketball court. There's a little sorry store, which you just call a little convenience store. Small little thing with basic goods. You see them every few blocks. There's one. And again, the view heading out this way, our neighbor, the purple house, and that's going to be a door showroom when he's finished. Not that part, but next to it and back. The gentleman has a door company, and some more people building right there at the edge, and then back behind them. And back there are more condos which aren't finished yet. Hotel, condos, whatever you want to call them. Can't see it from here, but oops, way on the other side there, not way, but that's the ocean. Here's a site for the nature lovers. This gentleman here has his cows. Oops. And he does his, brings them around to the undeveloped areas here, and he ties them off on a shrub, and he lets them graze there most of the day, and he comes and takes them home or moves them to another location. But those 3 cows are around here all the time. Down there, those are the goats. Goats are everywhere. Can't avoid them. They lay in the middle of the street. They won't move. You drive right up in front of them. They'll just lay there. You beep the horn. They don't even want to move. You got to yell at them because they're blocking the road. We burned a bunch of garbage there yesterday, and there's a couple of goats just off the edge here eating. And there's the sun coming up, a little blinding. Sunrise here is between 5:30 and like 6 every morning, give or take. And sunset is around 6:30, 6:30, depending on the year. Get an equal amount of sun and darkness, being fairly close to the equator. So there's not much variance in the days here. You pretty much get an equal 12 and 12. Which is okay with me because I'm a morning person. I'm up by like 4 and the sun's coming up around 5:36, which is great. And I go to bed early, which means it's dark when I go to bed, which is great. It's okay. Kind of bored you enough on this one, on the quick makeup. Oh, there, let me focus back out a bit. The taller rebar is where more cement columns are going to be, because eventually we would like to maybe add a second floor up here. But for now, this area is, I have a gazebo which I'm going to set up here, along with my hammock, table and chairs, and we'll bring a grill up here. I'm even thinking of getting a small inflatable pool. Not a pool really, but enough for 1 or 2 people can get in and just sit in for hot days, you know. to relax, sitting in the gazebo. And there will be electric up here, so we can bring up a TV, radio, computers, charge phones. And it's a nice place to hang out, because in the day when you're up this high above the trees, most of the trees, you get a good breeze, real good breeze up here. So I hope you enjoyed. I try not to bore too much, but that's kind of an update here. I will do a little bit of one in the inside, because it's gotten a little cleaner. We still got a lot to do in there and things, but you know, we can live in there, and just some things that need to be finished up, like kitchen with some cabinets and stuff. And we just finished grouting the bathroom, so we'll see y'all later.